we are reviewing the roadmap for implementing competency-based education at the university level. So the Commission has already done a lot of work in preparation. So they are sharing the outcomes of what they have done so far with the university leaders. Consolidate their strength towards the three pathways of CBC. We have the sports and sports science and arts, STEM, and then the social sciences. So some will be, comprehensive, covering everything. Others may tend to lean towards a certain pathway or two. So these are the things that they're thinking through, sharing, and making initial preparations in terms of planning. So far, the Commission has prepared some guidelines that will help them plan towards implementing the milestones that are needed to be achieved before the 2029. And the CEO can talk a little bit more on this. Now we are in a good position because with the new funding model, the government almost doubled resources to universities. They got an additional 38 billion. So we are beginning from a good place, and this is expected to increase with time. Then the pending bills have been submitted to the pending bills committee, and we believe that we shall engage and find a solution on how we resolve those. We are at 82 billion, but remember, this is recurring expenditure and development. So the pending bills refer to what was incurred in the past, but the budget usually only covers the year in question. So right now we are talking 2023-2024 financial year. Still engaging the Kenya Revenue Authority and working our way into cabinet. Yeah.
Some of the teachers that we are churning out of the universities are already going to teach in CBC environment. So we are focusing on teacher education first. And what we have done, we have developed standards and guidelines for the review of that curriculum. And those guidelines have been shared with the universities. And the universities have started reviewing the curriculum. In fact, we have begun receiving the revised curriculum already. So what will happen is after that, we look at that and then universities will implement that. We have not had enough people at the level of professors and PhDs for a long time. At one particular time, the desire was to produce almost 1,000 PhDs per year. And of course, that is not possible because the universities are not equipped well enough to produce 1,000 PhDs per year. But that's where we need to focus on and make sure that we produce more. And I think many universities are doing that by even engaging, sending their staff members to train outside the country. So ideally, we should move to a place where we have many more professors than we have right now, so that we can reduce the teacher-student ratio. I think it's not, we as the Commission, what we would like to see is quality education offered in a university, whether that is at a certificate level, diploma level, master's level, PhD level, it doesn't matter. And I think what we should be concerned about in this country is not where a certain something is offered, but the quality of it. All of us must be engaged in the resources mobilization. No country in the world, and I have done a bit of study and looked at the funding trends in other parts of the world, the US, UK, Australia, and all those places, and universities are experiencing difficulties in funding. And so the question of alternative sources of income, which could be through mobilizing resources by research proposals and attracting grants from outside, which could also be in terms of the greater linkage with industry. And that's some of the discussion that we are having here. And we are saying if in the context of CBC, universities have to find a way of linking closer with the universities so that universities are providing solutions to the industry. And for that reason, industry finds it easier to fund what happens in the universities.
I'm very happy to be here as Vice Chancellors, together with our Deputy Vice Chancellors, to engage in this discussion of where we are taking our education system so that we are ready in 2029. There are many things we are doing, of course. As the PS has said, we are looking for collaborations with other countries, institutions in other countries. We are writing collaborative proposals for research so that we improve on our grants base. And yeah, we are thinking a lot of how we can get extra resources.